Hello everyone. Do you like Reese's peanut butter cups? Are you vegan and miss peanut butter cups? Then boy do I have the video for you. Maybe you just have some intolerances and you can't eat the standard Reese's Pieces. Now there are some vegan versions about. You can buy vegan peanut butter cups online quite easily. I decided to make my own. I thought it sounded pretty straightforward and simple. And then I thought, why should peanut butter cups be the be all and end all? Why can't we have anything? We want cups. For example, Tucker, can you not eat your biscuits right now? Not bothered about eating his biscuits all day. Then I start filming and it's biscuit time. Now let's go on a journey back in time to before these existed and see how they came to be. Chocolate. I'm using the Free From Kitchen Co. milk alternative bars from Tesco, and I have a white one too. Stuff for fillings. You can use your imagination, come up with what you like, but peanut butter is a pretty good and safe bet. Reusable silicone baking cups. An optional extra is some food glitter. I got these in Tesco. They're in like the baking section with all the cake mixes, and I have a little silicone chocolate pouring cup. I don't use this, to be honest. Most of the time I just use a spoon, but if you're working with a lot of chocolate and you want to be precise, it is quite helpful. A bowl or two for melting your chocolate, depending on how many different types of chocolate you have. Some spoons, maybe a little spatula, a little cloth, and a little tray to arrange your cups on. I'm breaking up my chocolate into chunks, ready for melting. Might have taken the occasional nibble while I was doing so. You can melt it in increments in the microwave and just keep stirring it as you go, but I prefer doing it on the stove because I like to be able to see it as it's melting. I take it off the heat just before the last bits have fully melted and then let it melt that on its own. You might want to do a little taste test just to check it's not poisonous. Then start scooping your chocolate into your cups. I like to make these quite thick. It's entirely up to you how thick or thin you want to make them, but if they're too thin, they might not have much structural integrity, obviously. And everyone loves a bit of thick, chalky goodness, right? When they were all done, I added some salt to all of them and then popped them in the fridge to set. While they're setting, you can work on your fillings. So one option I went for is date caramel, salted date caramel. It's really easy to make. Start by pitting them, taking the little pits out the middle. Try not to slice off the nail polish you just did. I soaked them in hot water for a bit to make them easier to blend, and then blended them. And it was actually kind of hard to blend just 2 dates. It's easier when you've got more mixture because it all pushes the rest of the mixture around. And add a little pinch of salt to that. I oven baked some blanched almonds for about 10 minutes and then popped them in my pestle and mortar and smashed the crap out of them to create a nice little biscuity crumble. I also smashed up some cookie and cream biscuits. They're the Tesco's own brand Oreos basically, and I thought some kind of Oreo filling might be quite nice. Again, I just mushed it up and made myself a little biscuity crumble. I had a ton of this left over, so the majority of that I just stood there eating with a spoon. Then I chopped up a couple of glazed cherries, which quickly just become a sticky, mushy mess. I have this silicone mould for seashells. I bought it ages ago to try and make some Gillian chocolates for Alex, but I didn't realise how teeny tiny it was. It's very tiny. But I had some leftover chocolate, so I thought I'd have a go and just see what would happen if I made some seashells, and maybe I could decorate one of my cups with them. When the chocolate in the fridge was set, I melted some more plain chocolate and some white chocolate ready to do the topping. The first centre I did is just a classic peanut butter. I kind of pushed it around in a little circle with my spoon. You want to leave some space around the edge for it to actually seal into a cup. Then plop your chocolate on top, and you might kind of want to push it around the edge a little bit just to make sure it gets in all the grooves of the baking cup. Then I did another one with a peanut butter filling, and I added some of the toasted smashed up almonds and a little bit of sea salt. And another one with the same filling, but this time a white chocolate top. I added a tiny bit of plain chocolate on top of that, and with my finger kind of smushed it around to try and make a sort of marbled effect. Then for the date caramel centre, I just picked up a ball of it and put it in there. It's so hard but squishy that you can just kind of mould it into shape. And then I tried to kind of marble this one as well. I put some white chocolate in the centre, some white chocolate on top, and again smushed it around with my finger to make it look all marbled. For the next one I used some of the chopped up glazed cherries, some more of the almond biscuit crumble, plain chocolate on top, and then a little sprinkling of the almonds. Then I made one of them with the Oreo cookie crumble centre and a white chocolate top, and popped a glazed cherry on top while it was wet so it would set in there all nicely. And then popped them back in the fridge to set. When they were nearly set, I melted a tiny bit of white chocolate, a tiny bit of milk chocolate, and popped the seashells out of the mould. They went really well actually. I ate one of them because I only needed two. And then I kind of used this chocolate as glue for the seashells on top. I sprayed the shells off camera with some of the gold food glitter. I tried to use some of the almond crumble to make it look like sand, and then just did a little bit of more decoration with the chocolate. I wasn't sure how it was going, but I think it looks quite cool in the end. I left that to set again, and then when they were done, I pulled gently at the outsides of the silicone cup away from the chocolate and popped it out, and they all looked beautiful. And then I sprayed the plain peanut butter cup one with some of the food glitter. So this was my final spread. They took a bit more time and effort than just going out and buying a pack, but it was fun. I popped some music on, was wiggling to some Dolly Parton and playing around with chocolate and crumbly stuff. I forgot what they were as soon as I put the top layer of chocolate on top. I tested these out the day before you saw me making them, and I also made a whole bunch of chocolates and truffly things, and all of them I forgot what was in them. It was just a matter of biting in it and looking inside and going, oh yeah. If you're concerned about remembering what fillings are in which, that's something to think about. You might want to mark them somehow. I just looked back at the footage of me making them to decipher what was in the middle. I wrote it down on my phone so I wouldn't forget. We have a white marbled salted peanut butter and toasted almond crumble cup, a marbled salted date caramel cup, an almond topped cherry and almond crumble cup, a cherry topped salted Oreo cookie crumble cup, a seashell salted peanut butter and toasted almond crumble cup, and a glittery salted peanut butter cup. That's the closest to like the original Reese's style cups that I made. But I covered it in glitter and added a bunch of salt. All of them had a lot of salt in. I love salty chocolate. I love salt on everything. My salt always looks like this. Need to buy another one. Haven't tasted any of these yet. I tasted my test ones that I made the other day and they were crazy good. I'm waiting to try these ones with Alex. I showed them to him the other day and he thought they looked beautiful and he had a really nice reaction.
Oh wow. Look at the seashells. Wow, they look well cool.
I felt like a proud cup mother. When he gets back from work in a little bit, we're going to do a taste test. You look so tiny next to me because you're like further back.
No, you're just massive.
I look like a giantess. Alex has had a bad day at work. Do you want to show him why?
I dropped it.
But you get to eat some chocolate now, so it's all okay.
Yay!
Who cares about stupid phone? By the way, I'm not sure if I managed to temper the chocolate. Oh, you managed to break it in half, well done. I tried to temper the chocolate, which I think is just keeping it at a temperature where it will reset, but it's also the kind of chocolate and the percent of fat or something. It will still melt if it's out for a while and you're handling it, but I think it worked. I don't know. So I made some chocolates the other day, and one of our favourite ones was the combo of peanut butter and the toasted almond bits. So I thought I'd combine that in one of the cups. Oh, it looks so good. That was really good. Okay, next I want to eat the seashell one, which is actually the same centre. So it's salted peanut butter and toasted almond again.
Right.
But it just looks so cool. It's hard.
Go on, girl.
Ow! Oh, God. Oh, oh. Oh, that was good. That was chunky. I love that you can make it as thick as you want it. A bit more salt in that one. I put less salt in the white one because I thought white chocolate's quite sweet.
Yeah. Oh, it's really nice. I don't normally like nuts that much.
Aren't you a lucky boy getting to marry me? I can make you this stuff forever.
Very. Oh yeah. Wow.
Next we're gonna eat the almond topped one with cherry pieces and more almond pieces in the middle. The cherry works well with the almonds, does it?
Yeah. What's he doing? He's just got his face against the basket.
You can't hear it, but he's snoring like a really weak vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. Sounds like an owl.
Next.
So I wouldn't normally like ask for like a cherry, anything with cherry ink. I'm not a huge cherry fan, especially those ones.
Oh, I could eat a whole tub of them.
Yeah, I know you could, but covered in chocolate and almonds and salt.
Makes it easier.
Then I
You
can.
could probably eat some salad if it was covered in chocolate and almonds and
That's
salt.
not a bad idea, you know.
Shall I make a salad one? Blend up some salad. Pesto. Kind of want to try it, even though it's sick and wrong.
Yeah, but someone will just call the police and we'll
Go to food prison.
We'll go, yeah.
The cherry one now. So this is cherry topped salted Oreo cookie crumble. Got mashed,
Oh, blimey.
it's got mashed up Oreo cookie in the middle.
Really?
It's the Tesco own brand Oreos, but I'm gonna call them Oreos.
Ooh. Well, that looks nice. Not that impressed? I'm scared. I don't know if I'm gonna like the cherry.
It's not that bad. I'll eat the cherry if you don't like it. I was gonna try and talk you into eating it, and then I tried to really quickly talk you out of eating it so I could have it.
Oh, it's okay. Oh,
Like, it doesn't taste like Oreo.
no, but it's got a biscuity centre, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Should we do the date caramel one next?
Yeah. Wait. Okay.
What?
I thought I saw a fly.
This one's not as much of a test because we've eaten loads of chocolate with date caramel in, so we know it's good. Just dates. Blended dates and a bit of salt. It makes such a good caramel.
Mm. Nice and simple, but I love it. Oh, they were lovely. Well done.
Thanks.
It's alright. And now you can make more.
Oh look, they're back by magic. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you decide to make some of your own, please tag me in them. Like if you post them on Instagram or Twitter or anything, I would love to see. Thank you so much for watching. Don't eat too much chocolate or your teeth might fall out, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye. That noisy extractor fan just started when we were going to say thank you to our patrons, didn't it? Ugh. A massive thank you to all of my patrons over on Patreon. I'm going to try extra hard this year to feel like I have earned your support. Last year I feel like I was very inconsistent, which left me feeling really guilty that I had a Patreon. I'm going to try really hard this year. A massive thank you to Danielle, Emma, Lauren, to Jessica, to Jodie, Kiera, Shania, Maria, Nat. I think that's everyone. Thank you so much all of you. Bye.